guess I say
Must
yes.
be, okay. All right, we're going to call the village board meeting to order for February 9th, 2021. Begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I get a motion to sit me in his chair, please?
Second.
All right. Roll call, Diane.
Warren,
Here.
Kirkland,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Brockman,
My fault, wrong one.
Here.
Piano,
Here.
Anderson.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Mayor Chapman's out of town. He's got snow delayed or weather delayed, I guess, is what I understand. So I'll be sitting in tonight for him. So we get the pledge. Roll call. Diane?
Dan Anderson.
Here.
Steve Brockman,
Here.
Cece DeBold,
Here.
Barb Kirkland.
Here.
Tony Luciano, and Dan Warren.
Here.
All right, we've got everyone here. We can do business. Any participants virtually? Dave.
Dave Silverman. Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Dan.
All right. Any citizens who would like to address the village board? No? Okay. And nobody's online, Jim, out there? No?
Well, I think John Komorowski is on.
Okay. All right. All right, no citizens. We'll move on to consent agenda. Approval of the regular meeting minutes from January 26th, 2021. Approval of the accounts payable in an amount of $437,755.59. Approval of the payments 1 and 2 in the amount of $81,116.73 to Hydrovision Technology. For work, that's also, that Hydrovision is work, the 2020 sanitary sewer cleaning and television project. Item 4, approval of the grant payment at number 3 in the amount of $66,728.94 to Shorewood Care Small Business Relief Program recipients. And the minutes was emailed to everybody. That wasn't in the packet. I hope everybody got them, right? Reviewed them? Okay. Any questions on the consent?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
And roll call, please.
Luciano,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Warren,
Yes.
and Brockman.
Yes.
All right, the consent agenda is approved. Move on to order of business. Number 1 is discussion of facility use agreement at Seni's Four Seasons Park. Mr. Collada, this is an update on the Manuka softball, baseball.
Yes, thank you. So I've been in communication with both of the clubs. They have been communicating with one another for the past 2 weeks, sharing different proposals, going back and forth. It appears that they are both working in earnest to try to find a solution in which they could share the facilities. At this time, I don't believe there is an agreement that's been reached yet regarding the sharing of the facilities. So I would hope that over the next week or two, more progress will be made.
Okay. I see we have representatives here from the baseball teams, organizations. Anybody like to get up and talk real quick on anything, or? No?
What seems to be the problem why you can't get, what can't you get together on?
Could you, whoever's going to speak, could you come up to the podium, please?
Hi, I'm Dan from Illinois Select. So I think what we're hung up on is we're requesting full use of one field. So there's 3 fields, we would like just one. And they would like us to use all 3 fields, but only on a certain day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's difficult for us to agree to, because if it rains on that day, then our whole schedule, we couldn't practice anybody that whole week, so that would be a problem. So we're trying to go back and forth and see if we can figure that out. All the other small details, I think we can work past. The field maintenance, we're willing to do whatever. We'll pay for the field maintenance, or we'll do the field maintenance. Concession stands, we could care less. All the other details are minor, but I think we feel like what's fair would be a 2/3 split, 1/3 for them. They can have it 7 days a week for 2 fields, and we'd like it 7 days a week for 1 field.
Okay. Well, we'll leave that to you guys to work it out. It sounds like you're making some progress, though.
It's a negotiation, so
Okay.
we're working it out.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thanks. All right, then we'll move on to item number 2, consideration for approval of a resolution approving the Shorewood Care Small Business Relief Program, Round 2, approving a revised form of grant agreement, authorizing the village administrator to enter into a grant agreements and to make grant payouts according to the terms of the Shorewood Care Small Business Relief Program. Kelly Chrissy.
Thank you. Good evening. So the resolution before you tonight is an update to the program summary, as well as the grant agreement based on the revisions that we made or that we presented 2 weeks ago. To recap, we will be allocating $200,000 to fund this round in the upcoming budget. Only businesses that were ineligible for PPP funding, have been denied PPP funding, or were unable to obtain PPP funding due to it being depleted would be eligible. Rent or mortgage would be the only expense eligible for reimbursement. They would need to provide their 2019 and 2020 tax returns to demonstrate their loss, which are documents they already have to prepare. So we're simplifying the process. And then we would allow prior grantees to be eligible, but if we received more applications than we were able to fund, then the new applicants would be given preference over those that had already received funding. Happy to answer any questions you may have.
Basically, the only thing we're taking away is, with your recommendation, is the proof of payroll, right?
Right, payroll expenses would not be eligible because the payroll expenses are eligible for reimbursement under the PPP program. And we would encourage all businesses to apply for that funding as there is more of it available. Sounds like there may be some additional funding available here, depending on what Congress ends up doing here in the next few months. So that program may be extended again, but it's currently open for applications now through March 31st.
Okay, this is for rent and mortgage only. Okay. Anyone have any questions? No? Okay. Need a motion to approve item number 2?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, Diane.
Brockman,
Yes.
Warren,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
and Luciano.
Yes.
All right, item 2 is approved. Item number 3, consideration for ordinance publishing the official zoning map of the village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois. Trustee Brockman?
Thank you, Dan. This is an annual deal. Hope you had a chance to look the map over. We did not have any annexations. We only had one zoning change. That was at 102 Summer. It was rezoned to B1, and there doesn't appear to be any corrections. Kelly, do you have anything to add to that?
I guess the only thing I would say is that this is a state requirement to publish the map annually before March 31st of each year. And all of the zoning changes would have already come before the board, so this is really just a publication of the map.
All right.
No
Any questions?
questions. I'll make a motion to approve ordinance publishing the official zoning map of the village of Shorewood, Will County, and waive the second read.
Second.
And please.
Luciano,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Warren,
Yes.
and Brockman.
Yes.
Item number 3 is approved. Item number 4, consideration for approval of correspondence regarding House Bill 3653, criminal justice reform. Police Chief Klima.
You guys asked me to draft a letter, I drafted a letter.
Yeah.
That's it.
Everybody have a chance to review it?
I'm on board.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you have any idea when he's going to take action? Who knows?
I've seen him at a podium at 2 different press conferences. He said he was gonna sign it, but he hasn't signed it yet, so I don't know.
So you'll get this out in tomorrow's mail, I take it?
Well,
Yeah, not a problem.
we'll get it out.
Okay. Everybody okay with, just do a show of hands, I guess, on this one? Or just, I guess,
Consensus or whatever.
okay. Oh, we already got the consensus,
Oh,
so,
good.
all right, thank you, Chief. Number 4 is approved. 5, consideration for approval of the purchase of 7 WatchGuard in-camera systems and direct purchase items from WatchGuard in the amount of $13,965. This is video cameras for our squad cars.
So we talked extensively at the last meeting about the whole spectrum of in-squad video and computers. This is simply for in-squad video. You guys had mentioned you'd prefer for us to just bite the bullet and buy them all at once. We decided that it's best to only pay for installation once. So we're gonna do them as we replace the computers. So we'll do 7 now, we'll do 5 next year. If we add any other cars, then we'll do it at that time. So the purchase order, I'd actually made an error, shocking. But I did make an error. The suggestion for the resolution should be for the total amount. I asked for $11,340. That's for the agreement for the first year on the 7 systems. It should actually be for $13,965 because there are $2,625 worth of additional direct purchase items just to get the system up and running.
13,965 is on the agenda.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's on the
That's
memo,
perfect.
it's 11.3.
Now, my memo's wrong, so.
Yeah. All right, any questions? I think we talked about this pretty good 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right, can I get approval for number 4 or 5?
I move to approve the purchase of 7 WatchGuard in-car camera systems and direct purchase items from WatchGuard in the amount of $13,965.
Second.
Diane, roll call.
Anderson,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Luciano,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Warren. And Brockman.
All right, item 5 is approved. Move on to 6, consideration for approval of a resolution allowing the Village of Shorewood to perform work on state highways within the Village of Shorewood. Mr. Noriega.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Housekeeping item, every 2 years, IDOT requires us to either provide surety bonds for each and every permit request we have for any work that's going to be performed under right-of-way, or we can do a resolution in lieu of providing a surety bond. It'll be good for 2 years. Any questions?
As many times we've done it before, so.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All right, Diane, roll call.
Brockman,
Yes.
Warren,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Kirkland.
Yes.
And Luciano.
Yes.
All right, item 6 is approved. Item 7, consideration for approval of a purchase order in the amount of $67,015 to Core and Main for census, water meters, and water meter accessories. Mr. Noriega.
Thank you again. So we do have $200,000 in the budget. During the transition into my new role as the Public Works Director last year, I neglected to request an open permit where we would just, as our supplies for our water meters for construction, our own work, our water meter replacement is utilized throughout the year, we would just go to Core and Main and of course purchase with our open purchase of any of the items that we need. Now, last year was a slow year, so with that, we had our own supplies that we were able to utilize throughout the year. Now I'm only asking to replenish that, so in the amount of $67,015 for Corn Main for miscellaneous water meter supplies. Do you have any questions?
Nope. Okay, this is our, everybody's well aware, this is our continuous water meter replacement throughout the village, so, all right. Need a motion for item 7?
Make the motion for $67,015 to Core and Main for the water meters.
Second.
All right, Diane, roll call, please.
Anderson,
Yes.
Kirkland.
Yes.
Luciano,
Yes.
Brockman,
Yes.
Warren,
Yes.
and Anderson, I'm sorry,
That we
and
already-
DeBold.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, item 7 is approved and passed, thank you. That was it for our agenda items. We'll go on to reports. I'm up first with Public Works. I really don't have a lot other than it's been snow operations, and snow operations. So we've had a couple events. Everybody's, I'm sure, is well aware of it, 6 and 8 inches, 3 to 5 inches. We're working a lot to get the roads cleaned up and salted, trying to keep them dry, and you know, we're not getting, well, we're getting caught up now, but it's been tough keeping the roads cleared curb to curb with, like we're used to, and I think most of our homeowners are used to seeing out here. But we are getting caught up now, and we'll get the roads opened up as best we can. That's all I really have on that. The only other thing is, if you remember the well, the sanitary pumps that were going bad, they were monitoring those. There's no problems there, so nothing unexpected. So that's really the only other thing I got. So everything's smooth there. Okay. Trustee Brockman.
Thank you, Dan. Besides the one agenda item at our last meeting, we also looked at guidance on future text amendments. Kelly and Natalie sent out a 20-question survey monkey to the 10-member P&Z committee, and we discussed each one of those individually, and I'm sure if you're interested, she could send you a copy of the results of that. But so we looked at that and well, we'll eventually see it, I will suppose, someday, because these all have to be changed. So and our next meeting will be the first Wednesday of March. I don't have the date in front of me, but as of right now, there's no agenda items yet, so we're waiting on that. So that's my report. Thank you.
All right, sounds good, thanks. Trustee Kirkland, Parks and Rec.
Thank you. Just a reminder that priority registration for the community garden ends on March 9th, and then open registration will begin on March 15th. Online registration for the community-wide garage sale will open this week. The garage sale will be April 23rd and 24th. We're going back to spring this year. And the only other thing I have is be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to the Village Facebook, Instagram, and Constant Contact for Village updates and news about special events and programming. That's my report.
All right, thank you. All right, Trustee Luciano, Citizens Advisory.
The Citizens Advisory Committee will meet February 25th. At this time, we're still trying to find out the logistics of where we're going to have the meeting and how it will be held, but we'll update you more at the next meeting.
All right.
And as always, if anyone's interested in getting involved, they can contact myself or any members on the committee through the village website. That's all I have, thanks.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to try to get everybody back to normal as soon as possible, so things going. All right, well, that's it for the meeting tonight. Thanks, everybody, for coming out on such a nasty evening and nasty couple of weeks. So that's it. Need a motion to
So moved.
adjournment.
Second.
Roll call, Diane.
Luciano,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Warren, and Brockman.
This might be a new record, Dan.